This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed on CLNS. Today's Friday, October 20th, 2017. This is Nick Cherico reporting for CLNS, the leading online provider of audio and visual coverage for the Boston Celtics. The Celtics are in Philadelphia tonight as they'll be taking on the 76ers in their third regular season game. Both teams are looking to get their first wins of the season in tonight's matchup. For the Celtics, they'll most likely be without guard Marcus Smart, who suffered injuries to both of his ankles during Wednesday night's loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Celtics forward Marcus Morris also spoke with the media today, as he's been sidelined with a knee injury to start the season. He believes that he'll be back on the court for the C's sometime next week. Today's episode of the Celtics newsfeed is sponsored by Greats, makers of the all-time greats, classic, stylish, and comfortable sneakers sold at a great price. Visit Greats.com to check out their variety of men's and women's styles. From the Royale lace-ups to the Worcester slip-ons, there are shoes for any style or occasion. And we've got a special deal here for our audience. Save 15% on your first order with our offer code CelticsRoundtable. Go to Greats.com, that's Greats.com, and be sure to enter Celtics Roundtable to save 15% at checkout. Greats offers a no-risk return and exchange policy to guarantee that you get the right fit and a style you love. That's Greats.com and use our code Celtics Roundtable to save 15%. After suffering a gruesome lower leg injury against Cleveland on Tuesday night, Celtics forward Gordon Hayward underwent successful surgery on Wednesday. According to head coach Brad Stevens, Hayward is pretty positive at the moment, saying, quote, "He's had some of those post-surgery challenges of pain and everything else, but the surgery went great. His spirits were pretty positive." End quote. Stevens also spoke about what he and Gordon discussed in regards to his rehab process, saying, quote, "We talked a little bit how to approach the next 5 months with maintaining that positivity, different ways to stay engaged, different ways to approach this, to attack this. And he was ready to get started on his rehab the minute he got out of surgery." End quote. For just the second time in recent memory, a Bill Russell jersey will appear at auction. Heritage Auctions launched their Heroes for Sport auction, which will feature memorabilia from a bunch of legendary athletes. One of those pieces is a signed 1960 Bill Russell game-worn Eastern Conference All-Star jersey. The jersey was worn during Russell's third All-Star Game appearance on January 22, 1960 at the Philadelphia Convention Hall. Other items to keep an eye on include a Lou Alcindor game-worn Milwaukee Bucks jersey, a Wilt Chamberlain signed 76ers jersey from 1965, and a pair of Air Jordan 1 sneakers from 1985 worn in-game by MJ. The auction is currently open for bidding and will close on November 19th. Check out the entire collection at www.ha.com. Around the NBA tonight, the Cavaliers will be taking on the Bucks in Milwaukee as both teams hope to get off to a 2-0 start this season. The Atlanta Hawks will be facing off against the Hornets in Charlotte. The Indiana Pacers play host to the Portland Trail Blazers, who are coming off a 48-point win in their season opener against the Suns. And as for the Suns, they are hosting the Lakers tonight, who will be entering the second leg of a back-to-back. The Pistons will also take on the Wizards in Washington, followed by the Magic going up against the Nets, the Jazz heading out to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves, the Kings squaring off against the Mavericks, and the Golden State Warriors, who are looking to avoid an 0-2 start to this season against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. That's going to be it for now, guys. Make sure to follow CLNS on Twitter at CLNS Media, and make sure to subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Media Network mobile podcast app. This has been Nick Cherico for Celtics newsfeed and the CLNS Media Network.